You poured wax into my glass, you bastard. It's Quevedo 03.
Yeah.
So this, if you watched our recap of Portugal,
Mwah.
well, that was maybe a bit much.
No, it really wasn't.
It wasn't, you're right.
It really wasn't.
If you watched our recap of Portugal, this was our absolutely favorite port from Quevedo. And again, Ben and I both begged Peter to find this because it's
You
just...
didn't need to beg.
I know, we didn't need to beg you
You
out
didn't.
anything.
It was half ordered when we were just leaving the place.
But this was our absolute favorite one, and we did try some really phenomenal things there, and we
did.
now stock
We do.
quite a range of them.
We do. So, Quevedo, family-run company, they're up in the Douro Valley. And what's really cool about this is that with Royal Oporto and with Quevedo, oh, you've got, you're going for the 20.
This is the other one that you want.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. But what we've got with Royal Oporto and with Quevedo is we've got one producer which is up in the Douro Valley, and then we've got another one that's in Gaia. So we've got two really good tawny port producers that are sort of like the sort of old traditional style, and you've got this sort of warmer, Douro-y sort of style as well. Both family companies, both just delicious wines, but different.
And you know, Quevedo is not old like
No,
but it is not new.
No, I mean
And
long growers. They used to sell to the
they've
shippers.
got that like oomph of the young, really hungry guys that are just a bit funky and like doing something a little bit different. But they are the old school. And to your point, while we were there in the recap video, they're tawny.
They're tawny producers, but the fun thing about Quevedo is they have a range of aged whites, which will be coming in probably mid to late March.
And they are worth trying.
Yes. We're doing the 2003 Colheita. Now, this was a wine that we tried when we just rocked up at their sort of wine bar-y type thing.
And we were like, should we get the 03? I don't know. It was the right choice.
It was the real right choice. We've taken on a range of these. You can see the link below to the Quevedo page. We just love these guys. They're just delicious. And so, because we didn't do a tasting video when we were there,
just delicious. No,
you know what I mean.
The wine is
I
just
have
delicious.
a cold.
Oh,
Feel sorry for me.
poor you. Poor.
Nobody gives me sympathy.
Please, the whole wine company showed up with drugs for you.
Actually, they didn't. Not this one. A couple of weeks ago, they did.
Which is the same cold.
Yeah, probably is.
Yeah.
I know. Anyway, anywho, back to the point of Quevedo's 2003 Colheita.
Yes. So, smells, go.
Sweet, caramelly, but it's almost like fruit caramel.
Apricot-y.
Yes. Actually, yes, really.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it.
And it's also got a sort of baked element to it. But not.
It's like, ooh.
It's
What's
like,
the word for this thing? We don't have it so much in the States. Is it frangipane?
Yes. Almondy sort of.
Almondy
Yeah.
thing.
Frangipane.
That's like cakeish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Frangipane.
That's this.
It's a Bakewell tart. Have you ever had a Bakewell tart?
It's not cherry.
No. Bakewell tarts, you can have raspberry on it as well. You can put raspberry jam on it. I mean, it should be cherry, but you can put raspberry jam on it as well.
Okay, I could
It's
get
like a raspberry jam Bakewell tart.
I could get on board with that then.
Yeah.
Fine.
But you're right, you're bang on with the frangipane actually. Really you are.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I said it.
I mean that could also be arsenic, but you know.
We're gonna go with
frangipane rather than arsenic. I think it's always
Mary
better.
Dairy would be pleased.
What about the arsenic or the frangipane?
The frangipane, obviously.
Okay. No soggy bottoms. It's
oh
also
God, don't say that. That reminds me of egg tarts, and there were no soggy bottoms in those.
No, there really weren't. No, the egg tarts were delicious.
But it's just comforting. It's like wrapping yourself in a nice cloak. Next book club, we should do one of these ports.
That'd be a good idea.
With a cozy book.
That would be a good idea.
Since we have to pick the next book club book.
We do have to pick the next book club.
Don't forget to pick up your book club book.
No, we've had quite a few people who are wanting to come along to the meeting for the book club book.
This is very exciting.
I know. I'm going to have to send out another email because I forgot to put it on the last one saying, please book your place at the book club.
Yes, you did,
book.
and it'll be posted again on Instagram this week. It's already on the plan.
There we go.
Little reminder.
But anyway, back to the port.
Wrapping yourself in a nice comforter and just loving it. And you know what? I actually think you could chill this a little bit. Don't hate me. You could chill this and drink it all summer.
No, you could. And this is the thing. So I think the big problem with port is people see it as a Christmas thing, and then we rock up to Portugal in the beginning of January, pretty much as far away from Christmas as you can go.
And then try and sell everyone on drinking port in the spring.
But it's an easy thing. And this is what's great about Tony Ports, is they're completely and utterly drinkable throughout a meal. You can have it before a meal, although I'd probably go with something like a white port tonic or something like that before. And this could go with something like duck. It could go with something like venison. It could go with something daft like, big sort of meaty sausage type dishes.
Those were all meat.
Yeah, I know.
I think this could go with a nice light, like goat cheese pasta.
But that's the other side. Goat's cheese or with harder cheeses, putting this with cheddar, getting rid of your whiskey and drinking this.
We had a whole charcuterie board going
on. Yeah, I know.
It was phenomenal. And even just with the breads.
Yeah.
It was very nice with a little bit of oil. On the palate, sir. Go. Yes, that's all we need to know. Cheers, we're done.
Yeah, it's so good. You've got, so there's this little bit of alcohol spike at the end, but the main body of it is just so elegant, fruit-driven, tawny notes, leathery, cinnamony, clovey, nutmeggy.
The cloves and the nutmeg come through just right at the end.
Yeah.
And there is that little tiny spike of alcohol, but then it just dulls into like a raisin aftertaste.
Yes. It's more sort of, for me, it's more sort of a sort of date. It's sort of like that even drier fruit flavor.
I can see it.
But I think that alcohol spike resolves it. It's sort of like fin. It's that signing at the end. It's just almost reminding you that it is port.
Be careful, you are drinking alcohol.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, essentially, be careful. I'm 20%, not 12. And that's it, because it drinks so well.
It does. And I told my mother after this. She goes, "No, I didn't actually tell her." She phoned me up and said, "So you were in Portugal, huh?"
Yes. Yeah.
Did I not tell you?
No.
And she was like, "But why would you go to drink port? I hate port." Which brings me back to the one I hated.
Yeah.
Because it was too sweet.
Yes, the Dalva. Yeah.
And there is this misconception that it is sweet, it is warm, it's for winter in front of a fire. And granted, this could be for sure. But it took me a solid 2 hours to convince this lady that, I love you, Mom, that port is a delicious drink and she should drink it more. And it is just like
just like
Quinta
that.
de Cidro, which you will now have watched that video too.
With a little bit of sweetness.
It's just that velvetiness. And this region is so underrated. Oh. But yeah, can you do this sound one more time? And then that will be the end of the video.
Oh.
Yeah. Cheers.
Have a good day.